Chiefs get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
45, Mike, 45. Rush in. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. It's our time.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 41, Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing is Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That one complete to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flushed it, and the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one swung out here to Jones. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going up top for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's switch. Yeah. Hey, report.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up second and 5.
They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this one is right through. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Now Jones, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2nd down at 7. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And this will be caught at the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now Jackson on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. It's a party now. Jim.
Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Carmichael for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Chase Edmonds. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And Miller with it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Complete to Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. That's complete, Okuribuna. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 11. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one will be accepted. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. It's Kirk. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or